So, welcome to the second part of doing a build that hopefully will cool down this room because we have like 30 degrees in here. It's way too hot to work, but we still need to do this. We need to finish this. So last time we had installed all of the fans. We have 14 light wings in here. It's a mess. It's so much cabling in the back. Off camera, I did a little bit of work. I connected all of those ARGB splitters one to the other one because I figured nobody wants to see that, so I just did it quickly off camera. But this means that we will now continue doing the fun stuff. Of course, one last not so fun step is installing a power supply. That's not the most interesting part, but after that, it will be the nice part, the GPU part. It's going to be good. Power supply in. Let's just quickly connect all of those SATA cables for RGB and for the what is it? The fan controller and all. And then we are finally ready to go. So okay, first things first. Let's start with the CPU cable, which would be this one, and then we will kind of figure out the rest on the way. No, come on. Don't create more trouble than I already have. Just slide in. Nice and easy. Don't be a dick. I know, I could have routed this cable before, but I didn't. And now it will hurt my fingers. Well, that was kind of easier than expected. Nice. Now for the GPU, I already decided in the first part of this, let's call it a two-part series. I wanted to do like a sideways mounted GPU because I have those beautiful cables that I want to show off. So we'll remove those brackets and we will put in this riser cable, and then yes. Oh, this is going to be amazing. This is the most terrifying step I have ever done. Don't slip out now. Oh, hell yeah. So for the GPU cable, I wanted to do like something along this line just because I think it looks, that the cable looks amazing and I really wanted to show it off. Because like in the back you will not see anything. I mean, what does this give me, right? So we will try to somehow fiddle this in front of the GPU. Yeah, I need to put it in the right way. That would help. And then these cables I will still put in here, because otherwise it will look weird. Oh no, damn it. You have like these, what's it called, like shrinking tubes that are like in the middle of the damn cable. So bottom is not an option, otherwise you will start seeing that cable. However, if I'm able to, no, this will be too short. So yeah, here it is. I will need to put it in this way. Yeah, we will need to figure this out at a later stage. Okay, I guess at this point, the build is kind of finished. That went a lot quicker than I expected. So okay, let me finish up the cabling in the back, connect the power cable, and for you, enjoy the eye candy part of this video. beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. So I did, you know, the usual thing, benchmarks and temperature tests and everything looks very, very fine, and we'll get to that in a minute. A few things. Building inside this thing was a real freaking treat. The ridiculous amount of fans that I installed in here in a normal case would be a nightmare to cable manage. It would be a nightmare to even fit the cables to the back of the case. But here you have more than enough space in the back. You have more than enough holes freaking everywhere to make it fit. It is truly amazing, really freaking amazing. And I enjoyed it, although it was kind of hard considering how many freaking fans are in there. For the temperature, it is, as you would expect, nothing short of amazing. We have more exhaust than we have intake. For me personally, I prefer to go more intake than exhaust, but in this case, I mean, we are at such a ridiculous level at this point that it really doesn't matter. The only thing that I'm seeing over and over again is that the GPU is quite fiddly in there. Like if I, you know, it is very quickly moving a bit, which is due to A, it being enormous, and B, the way that I installed it, but still it works. So with the temperatures, they are really amazing. However, the GPU could have been a bit better. If I close down the panel, we are at a point where the GPU is kind of close to the panel. I would have preferred if everything was, you know, shifted a bit back, but that just doesn't work. You would need to make the case even thicker, and it is already really, really thick, so I guess we have to live with that. However, the fans in the bottom definitely help with that. They are keeping it surprisingly cool considering how close it is to the panel. In a normal case, like let's say like an NZXT H510i or something, it would not have been that cool, and here, however, it does kind of work. For the benchmarks, here you have them. So performance-wise, it is of course truly amazing. The 5600X is keeping up very, very good, considering that it is like a mid-range CPU combined with the, you know, most ridiculous thing that you could buy nowadays. So I'm really glad how that one turned out. Interesting to see here is how it compares to a 12500, which was almost the exact same build as in here, or very close to it. And if we compare that, I would have expected the 5600X to be slightly better than the 12500, but I mean, it's how it is. It's an older platform considering when that came out, or the fact that it is end of life in a couple of months from now. So for that matter, it is still very much all right. Price-wise, this build is, yeah. Okay, who would do that? But that's like mainly due to the ridiculous amount of cooling. You can argue that a 1300X is like, you know, you want that gaming thing, so that's okay, but like the Phanteks AIO is overpowered, the amount of fans are overpowered, and even for the level of build that we have in here, even for that, the case is freaking overpowered. The case is definitely meant for bigger things. I did a little joke here, but yeah, it turned out pretty freaking amazing. Also, the RGB looks really, really nice. You have those very clean lines all around the case. You have them on that, yeah, let's call it like throne for the motherboard. Looks very, very nice. And the fact that I could like take the Phanteks AIO and daisy chain it to the case's RGB, and then also daisy chain all of the fans to the same thing, it was very, very easy, and I did not need any splitters for the ARGB, any controllers. I'm not even running on the motherboard. Purely coming from the case's controller, which is very, very nice, and it makes everything ridiculously easier, because let's be honest, like you install a rig and you maybe go for one ARGB setting and then you just, you know, let it spin. And if the case is providing it already, you don't need to go with the whole software thing, which tends to be sometimes a bit tedious. But with Phanteks cases, the controller was very nice. You have a lot of different modes. You have all of that good stuff, and it works particularly well. Plus, if you are planning to go for something like those Phanteks extensions for ARGB, like those ARGB strips that you can go around the motherboard or something like that, that works very, very well with a Phanteks case as well. So kudos to Phanteks for thinking about everything. Although they are on a proprietary platform there, but you can go with 3-pin ARGB. They are providing everything, so that's nice. So yeah, I guess that was it for a ridiculous build. I hope you enjoyed it. Surprisingly enough, it was a very good time. I thought this would be a very nasty build to do due to the amount of fans that I was planning to use, but no, it was a very nice experience for once. That's not very often the case, but this time it really was. And it's kind of annoying me that my GPU is like spinning the fans once in a while, but not all the time, or not never, but like, choose one, asshole. Anyway, I guess this was it for the, I still need a name. EnthLight. I will go with EnthLight from Enthoo and Lightwings, the EnthLight. This was it for the EnthLight build, the most ridiculous amount of cooling potential that you could fit into a case like this with hardware which was not designed to require that amount of cooling. Oh, on a side note, also the noise of this thing. I did not even tamper with the PVM settings here. It's so quiet. I'm sitting here, I'm recording, I have a mic here, and can you even hear it? Ridiculously quiet. Also, the cables are so freaking beautiful. The only thing that really screwed me over is that they were not long enough to like fit them in a nice angle down and then going into the back. You had like all of those weird cable straps that were in the center of it, and it didn't look very well, so I did this. But this turned out very, very well. I'm very happy about it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. I guess this was it for the Ant Wing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like how it turned out. If not, tell me in the comments. I can take criticism. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.